Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my fire family. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. I'm here to do a reading. We are going to throw 9 cards today. We're going to do a 9-card draw. We'll clarify just a little bit, Aries, but we'll find out what's coming up for you in the week ahead. My readings, Aries, are always for the week ahead whenever you find them, right? It's always going to be for the week ahead, whether you find this reading today, tomorrow, or next year. And I trust that you will find it or it will find you whenever you need to see it. Please remember, it is a general reading and it's not always going to resonate with you. And just because it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't mean that it's not going to resonate with somebody else. So feel free to click on the X if it doesn't resonate and check out your other signs, your moon and your rising. Let's find out what's going on here for Aries. Sun, moon, rising, Venus and Jupiter for Aries. Please tell me what's coming up in the week ahead. What's coming up in the week ahead for Aries, please? Oh, we have the World card. The World card indicates that something has come to an end. This is the near past energy in the 9-card read. It's the near past energy. It feels like there is something that has recently come to an end for you, possibly. It could be recently that it's come to an end, or it is about to come to an end. Take it as it resonates here. It feels like you liberated yourself from a situation and it transformed. Like you felt like you had to transform the situation here by being really honest and making some sort of a big decision. So for me, these 3 cards, the first ones are always in the near past. So being in the near past means like it might have already happened for some of you, but for others of you, it could be happening in the week ahead. So the World card and the Queen of Swords. I feel like you closed the door on something because you felt like you had to say something. I feel like you sat there for a while wondering what to say. You knew that it was going to change everything. As soon as you opened your mouth to say the truth, which I think it was, I feel like it was honest and truthful, whatever you said. And I feel like whatever you said is going to or has transformed. You can see there's a butterfly on the top of the sword, which means whatever you said changes everything. It might have brought this to an end, right? Because butterfly's transformation is the Death card. So the World card being here, it feels like there is a door that's closed, and I feel like it was a door that was hard for you to close, really hard for you to close, and that you were here trying to make a decision for quite some time about whether you should stand up and liberate yourself from something or not. Tell me more about Aries, please. Current moment. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. Oof. It's giving me energy of like, look, I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to beg. I'm just going to liberate the situation, end it, close the door, and make a different decision. We've got the 10 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you're going to hang around here for a bit, or you've hung around here for a bit. The 10 of Swords in the reverse for me as a reader is somebody who doesn't want the end to happen. You're holding it off. And because you know that it's going to feel terrible. You know it's going to hurt somebody. You know it's going to feel terrible when you make this decision. And so you've been putting it off. But you can't ignore judgment, because judgment is major arcana. When the major arcana shows up, you don't really have a choice here other than to react or respond. And I think that the way that you are responding, because the Queen of Swords never reacts. The Queen of Swords is always going to respond. I feel like the way you are responding is by making some sort of a really big decision that changes everything in your life. I want to say with the 10 of Swords being at the center, it tells me that you're holding off some sort of a decision because it's something that is going to hurt not only you, but it's going to hurt another person or maybe multiple people that are around you here. It's going to make them feel like they're in poverty. But I want to say that you're done with the arguing and the fighting. The Knight of Swords is here. You're done with the harsh words. So it feels like it's arguments, fighting, threats, verbal threats. It's aggression. Yeah, it's verbal threats and aggression. And oh, you know what I've never noticed before is this shield right here. You can see the handle on it here. It's shaped as a heart. So I really do feel that that you might be with somebody in some sort of a relationship, whether that relationship is friendship, built in pentacles, whether that's a love ship, the 10 of Cups is here, a family situation. I feel like the reason that you are not saying anything or didn't want to say anything is because of the 10 of Cups. You might be in a family situation here. We have the 9 of Cups. Nine of Cups and the Magician. I feel like the arguments and fights that show up here, some of them are about love, but I think that some of them are about gluttony. I want to say too much partying, too much drinking, too much food, too much going out. Like it feels like it's too much of everything, I want to say. And although the Nine Cups are wish fulfillment, understand that you can become a glutton in that wish fulfillment. You win the lottery, you spend too much money. There's so many stories about people who win millions of dollars and end up broke on the street. It feels like the arguments and fights are about relationship. Some of you, it could be about romance, could be about love, but for some of you, it is about gluttony here. So I feel as though you are making some sort of a decision because you've been manifesting love. We've got a dove on the table. You've been manifesting love. You've been asking the universe, can I have whatever is in the dream state? Can I bring it down to earth? And I want to say whatever you want wants you, but you need to make a decision. Because although I think that you feel that you're saving hurt feelings, or you're trying not to hurt the family, or whoever it is that you're trying to hurt by staying stuck in this Ten of Swords here, I feel as though the people that are around you know what's going on, and they are suffering as well. You need to make a decision about your happiness. Where is your happiness? Where is your star? What makes you ultimately happy? I feel like you've been through heartbreak before, and you feel as though you're headed toward heartbreak again. So it feels like the reason that you're not saying something, Aries, is because you don't want to hurt other people. You definitely don't want to hurt yourself. But I think that maybe you've made a decision about some sort of a relationship based on that your heart was broken. It's like you met this person, you were very attracted to them, and I feel like they healed your heart with fire. So they made you feel desired and wanted, right? And I think that you fell in love with this person. Yeah, I think you fell in love with this person, but I feel as though you're now fighting with yourself about what to do in the situation, because it feels like something has changed here. I want to say for some of you, not all of you, right? It's a general reading, so please use your own discernment when I say these things. I am not telling you the gospel. I'm telling you to use your discernment, and I'm bringing it in as it is. It is my perception, but please use your perspective and your own perception to figure out what's going on. What I see here is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is pointed toward judgment. The World card is behind her, which tells me I feel like some of you that you've already, in your mind, you've already left the situation. You've already closed the door. And you're about to make some sort of a decision to move forward here. The decision is about your happiness, my friend, and what you've been manifesting for your happiness. I feel like that the reason that some of you will close the door is because of the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles here is showing that, people are just like taking from you and moving along, taking from you and moving along. And you keep giving and they keep taking. And I feel like you keep giving because you're in some sort of a partnership. There's 3 pentacles here, 2 pentacles over here, which tells me that you're very busy and very engaged in charity. And I feel like you're very engaged with charity with everyone around you. But I want to say that it feels like with this energy here that you're not going to beg. You're not going to beg somebody to stay. You're not going to beg somebody to see the situation how you see it. And I feel it comes to verbal blows. That's what it feels like here. It feels like I'm not going to beg you to stay. If you want to go, you can go. Go if you want to go. Stay if you want to stay. I didn't care if you hung around me. I didn't care if you went away. That's Mike and the Mechanics. It feels like there is somebody else, because in that song he says, I didn't care if you went away. But if I ever catch up with you, I'm going to love you for the rest of your life. And there is love in the distance. And the Ten of Cups is here. You're making a decision about something that you're trying to manifest here. Tell me about the Judgment, please. Tell me about the Judgment for Aries. What's going on here? What's this decision and why is it? We've got the Chariot. So the Judgment is that you're leaving. I feel like you are no longer speaking your feelings. I feel like you're trying to get your energy in place, balanced. and you've decided that it's time to go. I feel like you are reaching out for the victory. There's the Magician again. It tells me that you have been manifesting a different situation here. And it might be somebody that you want a second chance with for some of you. It doesn't have to be for all of you. We've got the Justice card here. It feels like the only way you're going to get your justice, my friend, is if you leave. And you know that's the only way you're going to get your justice is to leave. And in my head right now is playing the song Happier by Bastille. It's like, but only for a minute, he says in the song, but only for a minute. I want to change my mind because this just doesn't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits. But I know that I'm going to have to leave. Yeah. So I feel like you feel that you're fighting a fight you can't win. You might be fighting a fight you can't win with a Gemini. That's Gemini energy. Could be Gemini, could be Aries. We do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. We have Virgo and Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Justice here, which is Libra. And we have Cancer energy along with Aries energy. All right. Tell me what the manifestation is, please, for Aries. What is the manifestation? I really do feel that the arguments and fights you're having are more about gluttony than anything. It does feel like you are fighting with somebody here about that. And I mean, eating too much, taking too many trips, spending too much money, eating too much food, eating out too often. I feel like there is somebody here that there's arguments probably about those things, about gluttony. And we do have the Two of Cups here, which is the manifestation. So I feel that we're looking at swords here. I feel like whatever sort of relationship you're in here, that there is no love there. The love that you want, my friend, is in the future. We do have the Two of Cups here. You're manifesting love, stable, confident, with somebody who possibly is in their pre-Empress energy. Got the Sun. You see this person for all they are. You see that in the future that there is, because this is the future energy, you see that in the future there is some sort of clarity that you will get in the future about somebody who is self-sufficient. This person is waiting for the last pentacle in order to have everything that they want. This person has built a business. They are an entrepreneur, or they take care of themselves. They've built themselves up alone. And I feel like this is the person that you're in love with. And I feel like you're in love with this person because the Sun is here with the Two of Cups. I feel like you have a realization or a breakthrough that you're actually in love with somebody else. And I feel like the person that you are with right now is somebody who is, like I said, there's arguments and fights going on here, and I think it comes to verbal blows. We do have the Eight of Cups. It does tell me that there is somebody who's going to be walking away from love in favor of the Queen of Pentacles. So the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, right? The Eight of Cups is somebody is walking away, I feel, or disconnecting from the Queen of Cups in order to be able to move forward to the Queen of Pentacles. That's what it does feel like. And if it's not that, it does feel like you're in love with the person that you're arguing with, that there is, these verbal engagements or tussles that keep coming up, I feel are because of money. It feels like somebody is spending too much money. It's like you love this person deeply, but they're spending money on things like, yeah, they're quite gluttonous here. You're holding on, trying not to end this here. Tell me why the Ten of Swords is in the reverse, please. But I feel like you've gotten to a point here where you're like, I'm not gonna beg you. I'm not gonna beg you to stay. I'm not gonna beg you not to spend money. We've got the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's redundant here. The Three of Wands. You're ready to walk away. Two of Swords. You're ready to sort of just say, you know what? I'm not going to believe what I see anymore. I'm going to believe what I feel. I'm going to believe what you tell me. I'm going to believe what I hear. Like, it feels like that you're holding on here, but it's become quite redundant here with the Four of Cups. I feel like you feel, while you're immersed in this redundancy here, holding on, hoping that things aren't going to end, or that you're waiting for them to end it. Possibly you're waiting for them to pull the plug, because we do have the Three of Wands here, and this particular depiction shows you walking away with your wand here, whether you're feminine or masculine, picking a wand and walking away because you're tired of waiting for things to change. That things are in a place now. It's likely that there is a lot of silence here. Yeah, I think that the reason that you are not saying anything here yet, I think that you are in the week ahead, though. I don't think this is something you can avoid because of all the major arcana here. I really do believe that this relationship is already over. When you get into the situation where you're emotionally disconnected and you start to beg for this person to do things that you want them to do and they won't do them willingly, then you know that it's over. And I really do feel that there is somebody else that I feel you are holding on to, manifesting, or at least thinking about constantly. And this person is somebody who is someone who is in favor of, saving money, building themselves up. It feels like instead of having these arguments here, why am I sitting here having these arguments? Because I think it's because of the kids. Got the Knight of Wands here, but I think you're going to leave anyway, Aries. Knight of Wands, we got the Fool. Yeah, you're headed off to some sort of a new beginning, my friend. I don't think that you know it right now. I'm going to say that you might think that I'm full of it. And maybe I am, right? It's not the worst thing I've ever been called doing this work. But I'm going to say that I feel like that there is a feeling here, that the moon is here. It feels like there is a feeling that you know that this is over. And it is, because I feel like you already know now, because this is the present moment. This is the near past. And if we're looking at the week ahead, it means near past is happening right now. So I feel like you're already in your mind about transforming the situation here and saying something, standing up, being counted, being very honest and truthful with somebody here. You're about to stand your ground here. Stand your ground, because you know that there is a new love or something. It looks like there's some new sort of romantic energy that is in the future here. And look, I'm not saying that you're just off so you're not just gonna dump this relationship and run off with somebody else. I really do feel this is someone that you know, that you're invested in, it feels like it's someone that you've had a realization or a breakthrough about. You now see this clearly here. You now see the clarity of the manifestation. You are manifesting to leave this relationship, and I think that you were just trying to find out how to do it, because in the future there is Six of Cups. I think that's this person. I think that's this person here, the Six of Cups. I feel like it's somebody who you have nostalgia with, somebody that you've known for a while, somebody that you do have happy, heartfelt memories with. And I feel like you're ready to just be done, because I think you're kind of holding your ground on some sort of a new beginning here. And I feel like you'll surprise yourself, I want to say. And with the Seven of Cups here, this whole thing has become too emotionally charged, too emotionally overwhelming. I don't want to fight the emotions anymore. And you definitely, I feel, are disconnecting because of the fights and arguments about money and gluttony. That's what it feels like here. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Aries, for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I will be back, because I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.